Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. So, guys, George Washington, the first president, the man that brought the country together, perhaps. Do you guys know about his vision at Valley Forge? Have you ever heard of Washington's vision? It basically happened at a point in time when he was the most troubled. And it was a vision that's really, really interesting when you look at it. Very interesting, and there's a lot of people that don't believe it's legitimate and that have put it down, such as Snopes. But of course, Snopes puts down everything. And then we know the real story with Snopes as well, is they're just basically a disinformation tool, really. So George Washington and his vision of a future invasion of America. And so many out there can feel what's going on, can see what's going on all around us. And it does look pretty ominous now. There are tons of videos, and I'm getting videos sent to me every day by subscribers out there that are watching other people's videos, and so many people are having visions of something very similar, or are talking about it, talking about biblical prophecy as well. And you know, there have been thousands of people that I'm venturing there's been tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands that have had dreams and visions of very, very similar magnitude to what Washington supposedly had. So let's look at what he saw. And really, this is a very, very interesting story. As you know, he was the founder of this country, according to what we have been told. And the first peril that he saw was the Revolutionary War itself. And so basically there was an angel that came to him and gave him these visions. So let's go through this. So the father of our country, George Washington, was a man of prayer. Many of us have read how he went to the thicket many times to pray during the winter. His army was at Valley Forge. However, little publicity has been given to the vision and the prophecy he received at that time. The account of this vision was given in 1859 by an old soldier. He gave it to a writer, Wesley Bradshaw, who published it. In the vision, God revealed to George Washington that 3 great perils would come upon the Republic. He was given to know that America was going through the first peril at that time. The old soldier who took the story of the vision said the nation would see the account verified by the second peril descending upon the land. So we give the account here printed in the U.S. War Veterans paper, the National Tribune, in December 1880. The National Tribune became the Stars and Stripes, and this article was later reprinted in that publication. And this is the author saying, I do not know whether it is owing to the anxiety of the mind or what, but this afternoon as I was sitting at this table, engraving and preparing in a dispatch, something in the apartment seemed to disturb me. Looking up, I beheld, standing opposite me, a singularly beautiful being. So astonished was I, for I had given strict orders not to be disturbed, that it was some moments before I found language to inquire the cause of the visit. A second, a third, and even a fourth time did I repeat my question, but received no answer from my mysterious visitor, except a slight raising of the eyes. By this time I felt strange sensations spreading through me. I would have risen, but the riveted gaze of the being before me rendered volition impossible. I tried once more to speak, but my tongue became useless, as if paralyzed. A new influence, mysterious, potent, and irresistible, took possession of me. All I could do was gaze steadily, vacantly at my unknown visitor. Gradually, the surrounding atmosphere seemed to fill with sensations and grew luminous. Everything about me seemed to rarefy, the mysterious visitor also becoming more airy, yet more distinct to my sight than before. I began to feel as one dying, or rather to experience the sensations I sometimes imagined accompanied death. I did not think, I did not reason, I did not move, all alike were impossible. I was only conscious of gazing fixedly, vacantly on my companion. Presently I heard a voice say, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." While at the same time my visitor extended an arm eastward, I now beheld a heavy white vapor at some distance rising fold upon fold. This gradually dissipated, and I looked upon the strange scene. Before me lay out in one vast plain all the countries of the earth. Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. I saw rolling and tossing between Europe and America laying billows of the Atlantic, and between Asia and America lay the Pacific. "Son of the Republic," said the same mysterious voice as before, "look and learn." The first peril, the Revolutionary War. At that moment I beheld a dark, shadowy being, like an angel, standing, or rather floating, in midair between Europe and America. Dipping water out of the ocean in the hollow of each hand, he sprinkled some upon America with his right hand. With his left hand he cast some over Europe. Immediately a cloud arose from these countries and joined in mid-ocean. For a while it remained stationary, then it moved slowly westward till it enveloped America in its murky folds. Sharp flash of lightning gleamed through at intervals, and I heard smothered groans and cries of the American people. The second time the angel dipped water from the ocean and sprinkled it out as before. The dark cloud drew back from the ocean, in whose heaving billows it sank from view. And westward expansion in America. A third time I heard the mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." I cast my eyes upon America and beheld villages and towns and cities springing up, one right after the other, until the whole land from Atlantic to Pacific was dotted with them. Again I heard the mysterious voice say, "Son of the Republic, the end of the century cometh, look and learn." The second peril. Slave trade from Africa is used to instigate the Civil War. And this time a dark shadowy angel turned its face southward. From Africa I saw an ill-omened spectra approach our land. It flitted slowly and heavily over every town and city of the latter. The inhabitants presently set themselves in battle array against each other. As I continued to look, I saw a bright angel on whose brow was traced the word Union. He was bearing the American flag. He placed the flag between the divided nation and said, "Remember, ye are brethren." Instantly the inhabitants, casting down their weapons, became friends once more and united around the national standard. Again I heard a mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." And then the third peril, which some believe is something that we will see in our lifetime. And we might actually, according to some, see this perhaps even as early as this year. So the USA is invaded by foreign troops. At this, dark, shadowy angel placed a trumpet to its mouth and blew 3 distant blasts, and taking water from the ocean, he sprinkled it upon Europe, Asia, and Africa. Then my eyes beheld a fearful scene. From each of these continents arose thick black clouds that were soon joined into one, and throughout this mass there gleamed a dark red light by which I saw hordes of armed men. These men, moving with the cloud, marched by land and sailed by sea to America, which country was enveloped in a volume of the cloud. And I dimly saw these vast armies devastate the whole country and burn villages, towns, and cities which I had seen sprung up. And my ears listened to the thundering of the cannon, clashing of the swords, and the shouts and cries of millions in mortal combat. And I again heard the mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." When the voice had ceased, the dark, shadowy angel placed his trumpet once more to his mouth and blew a long and fearful blast. Instantly a light, as of 1,000 suns, shone down from above me, and pierced and broke into fragments of the dark cloud, which enveloped America. So is that not a little eerie? And couldn't that be taken as to be a nuclear attack when you look at that? And recognize that the first time this was spoken of was 1859. And so, you know, this is before the Civil War took place, and this is also before what is possibly going to take place. So it's pretty interesting. And so, you know, just to look at that again, when the voice had ceased, the dark, shadowy angel placed his trumpet once more to his mouth and blew a long and fearful blast. Instantly a light as of 1,000 suns shone down from above me, and pierced and broke into fragments of the dark cloud which enveloped America. At the same time, the angel upon whose head still shone the word Union, and who bore our national flag in one hand and sword in the other, descended from the heavens, attended by legions of white spirits. These immediately joined the inhabitants of America, who I perceived were well nigh overcome, but who immediately taking courage again, closed up their broken ranks and renewed battle. Again, amid the fearful voice of the conflict, I heard the mysterious voice say, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." And the voice ceased, and the shadowy angel for the last time dipped the water from the ocean and sprinkled it upon America. Instantly the dark clouds rolled back, together with the armies it had brought, leaving the inhabitants of the land victorious. Then once more I beheld the villages, towns, and cities springing up where I had seen them before, while the bright angel planting the azure standard cried with a loud voice, "While the stars remain, the heavens send down dew upon the earth, so long shall the union last." And taking from his brow the crown which blazoned the word Union, he placed it down upon the standard, while the people kneeling down said, "Amen." The scene instantly began to fade and dissolve, and at last I saw nothing but the rising, curling vapor I at first beheld. This also disappeared, and I found myself once more gazing upon the mysterious visitor, who, in the same voice I heard before, said, "Son of the Republic, what you have seen is thus interpreted. 3 great perils will come upon the Republic. The most fearful for her is the third. But the whole world united shall not prevail against her. Let every child of the Republic learn to live for his God, his land, and his union." With these words, the vision vanished, and I started from my seat and felt that I had seen a vision wherein had been shown me the birth, progress, and destiny of the United States. And so this is Washington's vision. And, you know, the interesting part is that it was supposedly told by a soldier that was at Valley Forge, and talked to him directly. And it was originally given in 1859. And so it's interesting. It is most definitely interesting. And, you know, was it a true vision? Is it a true vision? It's something for each of us to decide on our own. As we know, Washington was a Mason, a 33rd degree Mason. And this vision is recorded in the Library of Congress. And it's very interesting because there's other people too that have talked about these things. And I have all these links for you, my friends, as always. And so Albert Pike, you know, he had a vision, sort of. Actually, it wasn't a vision. He had known the plans of the Illuminati, and, you know, that's the word I don't like to say so much. But he knew of their plans for 3 world wars and all about the New World Order that was to come. He was also a 33rd degree Mason. And so he said the First World War, and this is in 1871 that he said this, 1871 now. The First World War must be brought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the czars in Russia, and of making that country a fortress of atheistic communism. And about the Second World War, he said that must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists, the political Zionists as well. And this war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel in Palestine during the Second World War. International communism must become strong enough in order to control Christendom. So, in other words, create opposing forces all the time marching towards one final goal. And the Third World War must be fomented between the Christians and the Islamic world. the war must be conducted in such a way that Islam and Christianity mutually destroy each other, leaving political Zionists in control. And some believe authoring and ushering in the true Luciferian doctrine, or satanic doctrine, however you want to view it. And again, 33rd degree Masons, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. And when you see it, our whole world has been controlled by these secret societies. There's other people as well that are right in the same lines with these, as far as having inside knowledge. And perhaps Washington's vision was truly a vision and not inside knowledge. And perhaps Albert Pike, somebody had said that it came out that Albert Pike said he was just joking about this at one point in his life, right before he died. And still, I mean, he died way before World War I, II, and III. So you know what? 2 out of 3 happened, and the third one is getting closer every day. So, it's something to be aware of. And again, everybody needs to judge this on their own. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. And we're going to have a lot of other interesting videos. And there's a lot of things that most people probably are not aware of, as far as just how much controlled we have been through these secret societies, and the ones that stay in the shadows but truly run everything. So my friends, as always, thumbs up, support the channel. Please do subscribe, click the bell, get all notifications, share with as many as possible. Make sure to subscribe to the backup channel as well, Evolutionary Energy Arts #2. I look forward to your comments. Share your thoughts with everyone. As always, my friends, God bless, stay safe, stay prepared. Namaste.